just know that it's tough, and it's going to be tough. This is not an easy process. Kath and I are dealing with a lot, internally that, you guys don't know. So just be aware of that.
Hey, and welcome back to yet another trading story segment with me. So for those of you who do not follow on what has been happening with one of the most followed families here on YouTube, the Ace family, guys, unfortunately, they have basically gone their separate ways. They started their YouTube channel way back in 2016, and I'm sure most of you who have been watching their channel know that they posted a lot of vlogs. They let us in on their personal space, and it is really unfortunate that Catherine and Austin have decided to basically go their separate ways. Although I see a lot of people on social media are happy about this divorce, stating that Austin was really controlling, and this might actually be one of the best things for Catherine. And she was the one who basically first publicly announced the divorce on her Instagram account, where she basically outlined that she feels highly liberated, okay, as she has spent the past few years prioritizing her children and honoring her commitments to her family, you guys. Meanwhile, she also seemed to be losing herself and her own personal happiness. Okay, so I think people were reading too much into that line that she was losing herself and her own personal happiness, because as we all know, guys, this guy has allegedly several cheating, not once, and it was even rumored that he has an extramarital child. It was rumored that he does have a child out of wedlock, a daughter, way back in 2021. So people are just like, these allegations, they seem to be fishy, irrespective of the fact that they are not really telling us why they are divorcing. But people are stating that it's probably because he was cheating too much. So he has taken to his Snapchat, and this is what he has revealed about the divorce going forward, what's going to happen to the YouTube channel, the children. So up next, I'll just post that video, and then at the end, I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Where do I begin? Well, if you guys don't know what's going on right now, Catherine and I have mutually separated. It hasn't been easy for us the last few years, and we've really been sacrificing our happiness for our kids. And some of you may think that this was a quick decision for us, but it's not. Her and I have been fighting for our relationship for a little while now. And like I said, we really sacrificed our happiness for our children. And as sad as it is, her and I both felt that it was best, that it was necessary, that we continue this journey we call life, not together. Told you guys, I mentioned this, that, the last few years were really tough for us, but we tried our best not to show that. And it was really difficult, really difficult. One of you guys' questions is, what's the situation with the living situation, right? I've been looking for my new home, and fingers crossed, but I may have found a home in the same neighborhood. Yes, guys, I'm one of those dads. I have to be around next to my kids 24/7. And so I made sure that I could be close by. And so again, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that I get to move into this home. And I move in pretty quickly, hopefully. So it's walking distance. So nothing will change when it comes to, us being with our kids, us being parents. Her and I have made a promise to each other that we will do the best we can when it comes to co-parenting. So that's a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that. So stay tuned for that transition. I'll obviously, be keeping you guys in the loop. You'll definitely see my new place. Our kids, will be going back and forth. Catherine and I don't want it to be one of those, you get them 1 week, I get them 1 week type of schedule. We're going to do, like I said, we're going to try our best to make this process as smooth as possible. So, they'll be going back and forth basically every day. And, same with Catherine and I, sometimes she'll be at my place and there's sometimes I'll be at her place. So I want you guys to really know that, even though we're separated, we're still, a family. Another question you guys had is what's going to happen with the Ace Family YouTube channel? Well, Catherine and I, we've talked about this years ago because her and I both know that, we weren't going to be doing YouTube forever. And that we always wanted for our kids to take it over. That was always the plan. That was always the goal. And obviously now, in the direction that we're going, it only makes sense. Obviously no pressure on our kids, but I will say that back when we were filming, our kids loved it, especially Elle. Elle's a natural and she was born into it. And I was seeing her, man, it was just bringing so much life out of her. And it kind of makes me a little sad that, she, hasn't been doing it, even though she's still been kind of doing it low key. She's, she makes videos on TikTok. She creates her own videos. You guys may not see it, but she does it privately a lot. But I definitely want her to keep exploring that, and I feel like everybody who creates content is in front of the camera. Like it just does something to your soul. It brings so much out of you and creates this like personality that, sometimes people aren't born with. And I think Elle and all of our kids will be able to do that.
Sure, guys. Now, of course, I think when I was just browsing through the comments, people are just not having anything that Austin is saying. They are blaming him and stating that he's the reason as to why they ended up divorcing. But most fans are not happy with how he is now acting, stating that, he pretty much still wants to be in Catherine's life. And, then what's the use of the divorce if they are going to be having the setup? He's following her around, buying a house in the same neighborhood. It's just pretty much giving Kanye West vibes. So a lot of people are just like, there's just no use for you guys to be divorcing, because it's now going to be really difficult for Catherine to find a healthy man that's going to have pure intentions and basically be with her, because Austin is going to be at her house at any time he wants to be there, you guys. So people are really not happy about that. So those are the news of the hour. What are your thoughts, guys? Please, let's just engage one another down on the comments, and I will surely see you guys on the next one. Bye.